Hey everybody, it's Heather Faber. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. So I am filming a makeup video. So my whole routine has changed, and I figured I'd make an updated everyday routine, you know? I bought a lot of new products from Sephora, and I kind of updated my makeup routine and what I do every day. So if you guys are interested to see how I do all of this, then just continue watching. So I decided to get back on the makeup grind. What inspired me to make this was I went to Sephora, bought a bunch of shit, and now I'm here and I have new favorite products. I actually got a lot of new products, which I'm so excited for because I haven't been makeup shopping in so long, and I'm so repetitive with the stuff that I use that it's probably really annoying and boring to watch. While I'm talking, I'm gonna start with a primer, and actually my friend recommended this to me and it is incredible. Tatcha's Silk Canvas Primer. It's super bougie. I was kind of skeptical to try this, I won't lie, and it's so incredible. This oof. So for me, I say this all the time, I have super oily skin and just big pores, which is really sexy, I know, but it happens to the best of us. And with that being said, when I wear makeup, I have to take as much precaution as I can possible to make it look good, you know what I mean? What I've noticed with it is it really fills my pores, but it also makes my face matte all day, and it smells really good. I ended up getting a new foundation, and I was so intrigued to try the what is this, the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know. Everyone hypes her up, and I was like, well, what's the hype? So I ended up getting it, and I haven't used it enough to kind of know whether or not I like it a lot. So I found this one at the store, and I was like, oh, that looks cute. I'm down to try it, you know? Everyone hypes Charlotte Tilbury up. I've never used any of her things. I'm very behind on the hype, and I know that, and that's okay. Look at my fucking lips. That's hot. Oh, that it oxidizes, and I actually hate that. But with concealer and everything, you don't really notice it. All right, so now of course I'm going in with concealer. I have been using the same concealer for forever. This is still my same step, but because I have the biggest pimple under my eye for no reason, she had no reason being there and she's on my face, I'm just gonna use as much as I honestly possibly can to cover that. But I also want to brighten my under eyes because I want to look awake. I really do wonder if contouring will one day just not be a thing anymore. It'll be a thing of the past, and if that day ever comes, that will be the day that I never stop crying. Won't lie, contouring and highlighting is the one thing that just makes me feel pretty, so please don't ever let that go out of style. Every time I use a beauty blender, I just think of that one video Jeffree Star posted about him using his boyfriend's ball sack as a beauty blender. It doesn't leave my mind, and it kind of scarred me a little bit. So I'm not gonna set anything yet. I like to go into contour, and here's another product that I bought that is probably the most unnecessary, dumbest thing that I bought, but I did it. So Gucci has a makeup line, whatever, and their bronzer was so pretty. It just reminded me very 70s classic, and I got the color 03. I'm just gonna start contouring with it, and it actually, I'll honestly say this works really well. It is really nice. I usually use two bronzers. That's something I always do. I really like to bronze up my face. I'm a bronzer fiend. This is the one product I use religiously. I really like to make my face look very structured and bronzed and pretty, so this is definitely my everyday thing that I do. Obviously still need to contour my nose, but I'm actually gonna set my powder before I do that. But I really like the way my face looks with contour, because it actually looks structured and not flat, you know? Science. I'm going in with my favorite powder of all. Oh. So now I'm setting it with my favorite powder, which is the Laura Mercier that everybody and their mom uses. I'm setting it with the little blender thing, the beauty blender. Well, it's a faux beauty blender. It's not a real beauty blender, but it was cheaper. How I'm I don't want to spend $20 on a beauty blender, but I'll spend $70 on a bronzer. Make it make sense. So I know in the beginning of this video I said I didn't know how I felt about this foundation because I didn't use it enough, but let me just say it is actually so flawless. After the powder and I'm letting it sit, I'm just gonna contour my nose. I'm gonna do it off camera just because it's really boring to watch, but I'm using a contour kit. I usually use a lighter shade and then a darker one. You really have to map it out. Kind of more artistic to do your nose, but I'm gonna go do that. Usually after I bronze, contour, whatever, I usually go straight into my eyebrows, which by the way, I kind of hate doing eyebrows because I suck at it. So for me, usually I just brush them up and get them as bushy as possible. With an angled brush at the bottom, I'll start kind of giving them a little bit more of a shape, because without doing this, they kind of just look like a random eyebrow. There's not really much shape to them. I try my hardest to make it look as natural as possible and not like drawn on, because I just don't want that. I usually just like keep brushing the product in the eyebrows. I want them to look bushy, messy, and like very naturally just like thick. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my eyes. My eyes are so simple. I don't do anything crazy. I take like very neutral palettes. I'm taking these two colors right here. They're like more orangey brown toned, and I'm just putting that in my crease. It's really nothing special. And just like smoke it out. Just kind of helps give it depth, especially after like contouring and everything. Your eyes won't be like plain and basic. So I usually just like kind of messily put it on. Is messily even a word? Just use that. So that's great. That shows where my education's at. Okay, so yeah, I basically just stop whenever I think it looks good. After I'm done with the crease, I put a eyeshadow winged liner, and I just use a dark brown. And obviously I put that where the winged liner is supposed to be. The reason I do this is because I do apply fake lashes, but I also like the way it gives the illusion of my eyes to look more up. Just like the way that naturally, if you do a winged liner, it really helps with the illusion of your eyes looking more like a cat. Like I was saying, the reason I really like doing the whole eyeshadow liner thing is because I do apply fake lashes. I'm just using my Demi Wispies from Ardell. These are super inexpensive. You can find them anywhere. All right, so now that I have my lashes on and I look a little bit more complete, I'm gonna go in with blush. I love blush. I used to kind of never use it, and now I'm obsessed. I kind of like to bring it up and make it kind of like I'm contouring with the blush. I even put some on like the tip of my nose. I just really like the way blush makes me look. It's like so cute. All right, so now I'm on to the important part, which is the glow. I love doing this with my skin. For me, I wish I could just use like a super light foundation and like not have to care and just let like my oil glow, like natural oils. My skin's way too oily to do that. So to give myself like a natural glow, this is kind of how I do it. I really like the way Dior's little like glitters and glows look. It looks more natural. I take the two top shades, like a white and a pink, and I like mix them. So I start with a little tip of my nose. I personally think it's cute when my nose looks shiny. A lot of people kind of think it's weird, but I think it's super cute. I like to put as much glow as I can because I think it's really pretty. It's so natural. I love the way Dior's highlights and glow palettes look. It just makes you look like really youthful and pretty. It's not like too intimidating. You don't look like a strobe light, but you look glowy. I don't know how to explain that. Obviously lips are last, so I'm gonna do my lips, and I'm taking this NARS pencil. It's in Morocco. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but it's one of my favorite colors, so they better be selling it. I basically just outline and overline my lips. I'm gonna take a nude pink color and use that as my lip. I usually always do this type of like color. But yeah, that is the finished look. This is basically what I do every single day. This is what I've been doing every single day recently. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers, which is like mind-blowing to me. Also, don't forget to follow me on my socials. I'm extremely active on there, so go ahead and do that. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. I love you so much. Bye.